Hello and welcome to chapter 3 of my debut novel A is for Angelica. I'm recording all of the chapters from the book and I'm compiling them into a YouTube playlist that you can subscribe to. Well, you can subscribe to my channel and then you'll be able to access my playlist whenever you want. This chapter is called Birthdays and I'm wearing my Christmas jumper. It's the day after New Year's Day. And it's my birthday. Kipling, my dog, has diarrhea. This means I haven't taken him for his 8 o'clock march to the dog mess bin. To use it, you have to put your hand inside a plastic sandwich bag, pick up the mess, and turn the bag inside out. You carry the bag to the bin. It's a trusted technique, but not for me. Not anymore. Not since I bought the wrong sandwich bags. The ones with 2 holes in the bottom to ventilate the food. I've developed a technique of my own. I time it so that Kipling gets to the bin at exactly the right moment. Then I pick him up, cut out the middleman. Note, 7:15 AM, feed Kipling. 8 AM, take Kipling for walk. Judge speed of walk on food left in Kipling's bowl. 8:15 AM to 8:30 AM, varies. Arrive at dog mess bin. Estimated saving on sandwich bags equals 28 pence. Risk factor equals 6. Note end. There's a woman walking towards me from across the road. She's smiling and waving a pair of scissors in the air. I don't know who she is. I've never seen her before. She has long black hair tied back in a ponytail, and she's wearing a pair of tight-fitting jeans with coloured cotton embroidered around the hem. Pink, purple, orange and black. The sleeve of her cardigan falls away from her shoulder as she bounces over the curb. I can see part of her upper arm, thin with faint creases, like the lines on her neck when she smiles. I stare at her, and then I remember Kipling's diarrhea. She goes to speak to me. Her eyes are green and twinkling, and I have my hand in an inside-out sandwich bag, holding a soggy log of dog mess. "Hello, my name's Angelica," she says. "I've just moved into 23. A pair of yellow marigold gloves half hang out the back pockets of her jeans. Some of the fingers are inside out. "I'm Gordon Kingdom," I reply. She nods at me and smiles. "I live on this side of the road. On your side you've got Ina McCorkey. She's at 25 and not long out of hospital. Next to her is Morris Webster and Ginger at 27. Ginger's a cat. You'll not see much of them. Then there's the Martins at 21. The rest you can work out for yourself." Sounds like a friendly place. And like I say, I live here, number 18, on this side. "I see," she says, looking at me. She thinks I haven't finished, that there's more to come. There's an uncomfortable pause between us and I notice how pretty she must have been at some point. Her cheeks are flushed red from the cold, I think, though they might be her normal coloured cheeks. And now she's staring at the inside-out bag of dog mess in my hand. She can't be a day over 42, 10 years younger than me. "My dog's not well. He's been sick in the house. I couldn't walk him this morning." "I see," she says again, still smiling. I should leave it at that. "He shit on the bathroom floor as well. By the time I get in, he'll have probably shit on the landing." Now she's staring, not smiling. Her jacket has opened slightly at the top. She's wearing a bright yellow V-neck underneath. The colour matches the gloves in her pockets. I see the slightest centimetre of cleavage, a smidgen, an ounce, and I can't believe she made me say shit. Twice. "So how's the house?" I ask. "It's fine. Empty though. The van's coming this afternoon. I just brought a few boxes over in the car." "Where is it?" "The van?" "No, the car." "Oh, it wasn't mine." There's another uncomfortable pause. Her ponytail sways because she's slowly shifting her weight from one foot to the other. She must be cold. "So, how's the house?" I ask. You just asked me that. Yes, sorry. Is there anything else you want to know? Not really. Who am I replacing? What do you mean? Who lived here before me? Karen Carpenter. Really? The Karen Carpenter? No, this one was Welsh. Did she live on her own? No, she lived with her husband. Well, I'm only renting at the moment. So were they, for 15 years. Why did they leave? I think they found somewhere better. I see, she says. And then we stop again, just long enough for her to have legitimate grounds to say, well, I'd better get on with it, get it finished before the van arrives, and for me to reply, of course, I'd better let you go. I watch her turn and walk away. She looks younger from behind, slimmer. She opens her front door. It's my birthday, I shout. She turns and shouts back, mine too. You're joking. No, happy birthday. She's joking. She has to be. But either way, I don't mind. So I shout, happy birthday to you too, and crouch behind the garden fence where she can't see me, as if I've been down here beforehand. I look at the dog mess in my hand, squeezing into shapes inside the bag. I think I hear her shout something else. Then the door closing. I stand up and she's gone. It snowed this afternoon. I watched the flakes settle on the grass, cars and pavement as I opened a new folder, filed Angelica under A. Now it's dark and there's a veil of white draped across the street like a just washed tablecloth. I take Angelica's file and make notes about our conversation this morning. I write S*** instead of shit, and try to describe the way she walked across the road, both towards and away from me. Her small steps and folded arms, scissors poking out of her back pocket. At midnight, I put her file back and go downstairs. Kipling is in the kitchen, asleep in his basket. I stroke his head and check his bowl to see if he's eaten any food, but he hasn't touched it. I pull a dining chair out from under the table and sit on it, trying not to wake him as I struggle to squeeze my feet into my gardening boots. I tiptoe across to the fridge and take out the cake I baked this afternoon. It has a single candle on it. There's enough for one helping. I put it on a plate, place it on the table, look at it. Then I pick it up again, walk to the front door and out into the street. My spade is on the floor by the Christmas tree and a box of sandwich bags. I take it and walk across the road to Angelica's house. Everything is silent apart from the buzz of the streetlights and the sound of my rubber boots breaking the snow. There's no one to disturb. I bend down, put the cake on Angelica's doorstep, and take my matches from my pocket. I light the candle. The flame goes out immediately. I turn and look at my footprints, take one step backwards, so my foot lands in the exact same place it had been before. Then I scrape my spade in the snow and use its sharpest edge to level out the nearest footprint to the doorstep, make it disappear. It takes 15 minutes to get home, walking backwards across an empty street. I close the door, leave my boots in the hallway, and go upstairs to the spare room. I stand at the end of the bed and think about what happened last night, before this morning, before Angelica moved in, and it feels too much to bear. So I look at my watch. It's 1:05. I sit for a while, watching Benny painting pictures with his eyes closed.